How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another Wakai comedy production, where today we are in the Tournament of Power once again with the new episode of Dragon Ball Super. Oh man, dude, this Tournament of Power is turning out to be freaking great, and the wait is paying off. We waited so long for this, ladies and gentlemen, and finally we get to see the awesomeness that is this battle royale for Xeno-sama. And man, is it turning out to be incredible. I am a fan of Dragon Ball Super right now, and if you are not watching, you are missing out. It is really, really good right now. But that part aside, the main part of this video, the main idea that I want to get across this time around is how serious, the Tournament of Power is actually getting. I think that's what they wanted to prove to us this time around. The Tournament of Power is no joke. Yeah, we get to see cool fights and everything like that, but let's not forget, a universe was just eliminated from existence. Universe 9 was totally destroyed. God of destruction and everything. If that doesn't tell you that, these are high stakes and this is getting serious, I don't know what will, man. It's the tension can be felt. We had a conversation with Android 17 and 18 while they talked about, hey, like there's a true possibility that we can get erased, and it sucks. 17 was more like, hey, we get erased, we get erased, he's cool, I like him. But I mean, the possibility is there, and now people are talking about it. If we lose, this is permanent. We will not come back, and Xeno-sama is gonna pretty much keep his word. It's scary to think about. There is a lot riding on on them winning, and if they do not win, there is no in between, and there is nothing that will help them. But the androids, after they have that conversation, they make a good point about how they have imprint and energy, and basically they're going to be powerhouses in this tournament. They're going to be definitely factors. 17 I think will be a bigger factor than 18, but 17 he's stronger, but 18, do not underestimate her. We get to see her show out a little bit this time around. We see Vegeta for a little bit, because it's just good to see the engagement that he's actually in. He tries to fight Hit, which we all want to see that. Vegeta versus Hit, the rematch would be amazing. But before that, he actually has to fight Batamo, or Winnie the Pooh, as I like to call him, because he's a clown. He's trash. He's a trash character. Let's just be real, man. Like, the ability to absorb the hits and all that stuff's stupid. But whatever. He has to fight him and Vegeta at the same time, so that should be pretty interesting when we get there. A big thing about this episode that we see from Universe 7 is the teamwork is there. It's actually there, between Gohan's squad, Goku and Vegeta, and Krillin and 18, and even, 17 and Frieza, and, they're all off doing their own thing, but still, the teamwork is there. We get to see it, and it's interesting to see, how the powerhouses took off by themselves, but they eventually they'll come to help each other if they need it. And that's what you need in this battle royale. We got to see Gohan's tactics put into action. He slapped his Birdman's ball away, and then the others took a chance to use, hit that opening as a chance to counterattack. And these tactics work well, and Gohan works really well as a leader. Using these tactics to actually beat the opponent. I like the way that they show how this teamwork can actually work better than someone being super strong and just fighting everybody one-on-one. I like it a lot. And it shows the results. We even get to see this Birdman that they were fighting. He gets overwhelmed by the team and eventually even gets knocked off. And it's really nice to see different fighting styles being implied, and not just the one-on-one, who's stronger fight. We even get to see Master Roshi, one of the people I was so excited for to enter this tournament. We get to see him get his first KO because due to the teamwork, he actually, gets the final Kamehameha wave on the dude and, sends him, he's out of here. So it's a pretty nice thing to see, and it's pretty cool to see how this team work. I want to see how it goes on and how it evolves. So let's get to the meat of the episode, actually, which is 17 and Krillin. Basically 17's fighting this wolf dude, and she's putting a smackdown on him, dude. Like, she's giving this dude the business, and he's like some kind of trickster or something, man. Like, he can do this thing where he plays dead, and it actually gets 17 in trouble. We think that she loses, but he actually uses advantage of that and surprises her and kicks her off the stage. But Krillin, being the star of this episode that he is, he gets to be the Goku of this episode. He saves 17 from her death and comes back to the ring with her. And let's just speak about Krillin for a little bit. He steps up. Like I said, the tournament's getting more serious, and we actually get to see Krillin, you know, we haven't seen Krillin this cool in a long time. You know, he hasn't got to shine like this in a very, very long time. So if you guys like Krillin, like, I don't see why you wouldn't, this is the episode for you. So Krillin and 17 take on this wolf dude together, and this is another example of the teamwork that's going on, man. They demolish this dude together. And, you know, if he couldn't even stand up to 17, you know, I added Krillin into their, or excuse me, not 17, but 18. If he couldn't even stand up to 8, and if I've called her 17 before, I'm sorry about that. He couldn't even stand up to 18, and we get to see how, you know, husband and wife, 18 and Krillin, how they're training together and how they work together, how it's benefited, and how, you know, it makes them more solid as a unit. And that's one of the things I really wanted to get to see from this tournament of power, is how, you know, everybody's relationship would change how they fought with each other. It would be a dynamic, and how, you know, the groups fought with each other. Maybe, you know, like how, you know, husband and wife, brother and sister, you know, Vegeta and Goku, you know, all that type of stuff. So we get to see Krillin's secret technique, the solar flare times 100, but unfortunately it doesn't work. I was kind of bummed about that, because I wanted that to make a difference, seeing as how it was such a cool technique. But they fight this blonde fox who, you know, he's pretty much immune to anything that has to do with light. Krillin steps up and decides to fight him one-on-one, and this is when Krillin really, you know, gets his time to shine. This is the best part of the episode, if you ask me. Krillin goes back to the old Dragon Ball Krillin, the Krillin of the Budokai Tenkaichi, you know, the Krillin that was training with Goku. We get to see him go off and just, you know, just throw hands with this dude who's a really good martial artist, apparently, and he fights with using scent because he's blonde. And Krillin, you know, he bangs with this dude, and he gives this dude a real run for his money. And it's just really cool to see Krillin in the spotlight again, you know, showing off his martial arts skills and his ability to adapt in battle. We get to see all that stuff, and we get to see Krillin, you know, whoop a dude for his wife. So Krillin, in front of his wife, gets to release the, you know, the old-fashioned Kamehameha wave, the Roshi style Kamehameha wave, after like beating a dude with some kind of stinky sock technique or stinky shoe. I mean, he blocked his senses apparently. He hits him with a Kamehameha wave and actually bodies the dude, you know, knocks him off the cliff. So it's pretty awesome to see Krillin, you know, from when Krillin first met 18, where they were enemies and she gave him that kiss and everything, now to see them actually fighting together for the fate of the universe in the Tournament of Power. Pretty awesome to see, if you ask me. Pretty like, I really like seeing that. I really like getting to see that kind of character development, because you would like, from when they first met, you just wouldn't think something like that would happen. So the episode unfortunately ends with Krillin he gets bodied basically by Frost. Like, Frost just makes him look real silly and knocks him off the stage, and now we have Universe 7's first eliminated fighter. Hence the seriousness, you know, of the episode. We've seen that the universes are now getting eliminated, and we have lost our first fighter. We cannot afford to lose fighters, so things are getting pretty serious, if I must say. But if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Follow me on Twitter at YoungComedy93 and like the Facebook page. You guys are awesome. I hope you have a great day. Thanks.